Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in together for some meditation practices. As we approach the end of the year, the month of December for so many of us tends to be very hectic and frantic. And this feeling of continuously being pulled into when we're either at work or working on a project or running errands or with family and friends or running to the grocery store, whatever it is we're doing, it tends to feel more hectic because everybody is in a bit of a frantic mode, trying to get ready for the holiday season and for the end of the year. And this energy, this hectic energy that's in our communities also can seep into us and have us feeling very frantic, overwhelmed, and hectic as well. So we're going to work with the separation between what is out there in this hectic environment, whether we're parking or driving or at shopping, and everything that's going on within that in our communities, to feeling peaceful and calm and responding, not reacting to this exterior hectic world within ourselves. And so the more hectic it is out there, the more we really have to pay attention and focus on how we are working with ourselves and keeping ourselves calm and peaceful and healthy and sleeping well and making creative, good decisions for ourselves from the inside out. So we can do that. It takes a little extra intention and effort on our part. And that's what we're going to work with. As we get started here, the first thing we're going to do is a couple of stretches. And you can use this with your eyes open or closed. And then the rest of the practice, we're going to come into our comfortable posture, seated here, either on a chair or on the floor. We're going to breathe through the nose. And if it's possible for us to have our eyes closed even while we stretch, once you see what the stretches are, that would be really beneficial. When we close down the distraction of sight, it really helps us tune into ourselves and create a calm inner world when the outside world is hectic and planning for the holiday season and the end of the year. So we'll first just take our right hand and just stretch. We're going to very gently, this is gentle, it's not going to strain in any way, you're just stretching so that you feel from the tips of your fingers down to your hips here, this stretch along the right side of your body, your arms, your armpits, your right rib cage, down to the right hip, just feeling this stretch. So there's a stretch, but also a stillness going on here when we stretch. And this can really help calm us down. And we'll bring our right hand down. And then we'll take the left hand and bring it up over. And just do what's comfortable for you here as we stretch. So you're going to stretch over to the right with your left hand up over your head. Just do what's comfortable and best for you and what you know your body can do comfortably, but also feel this engagement of this stretch. Stretching from our left fingers down our arm. We could even feel, now that we're really understanding and feeling the body a little bit more than when we first sat down. Feeling the forearm, the elbow, the lower part of the arm and the armpit. Feeling the left rib cage, lungs, the muscles stretching all the way down to the hip. Just feeling this spreading out and expanding from the fingers down to the hip as we breathe in and out. And then we'll take that hand and place it very comfortably back in our lap, slowly, steadily. And we'll go back to the right side, and you're going to take your hand, and if you have something you can place your hand on to stretch out your fingers against a surface, you can do that. If you want to have your hand just in the air and stretch your fingers out so all of your fingers are stretched out, again, comfortably. This is not straining. This is just a very safe, slow, and then into stillness stretch. So we're stretching our fingers out. We can feel as if we're almost reaching for something, or stretching, holding our hand onto something, onto the surface. And then we feel the engagement of this stretch from the fingertips up to the shoulder. And then we're going to very slowly, without any strain, we're going to tilt our head, our ear to the left. And then we'll start to feel this stretch in from the shoulder up to the jaw, along the neck. This part of our body, and if you can close your eyes now and just really tune in to this feeling, it might even feel a little uncomfortable. But just stay with this stretch, because stretching is so good for the body, so good for the fascia. And when we stretch out like this, it is a calming engagement, also directly informing the nervous system to stay calm and at peace and alert and ready. So we feel this stretch from the jawbone down the neck, down the shoulder, down to the tips of the fingers. Again, it's this little bit of discomfort that we might feel when we're stretching out this part of the body, but at the same time, it also can start to soften. We can start to release and soften and feel that this tension and tightness in our neck or shoulders, or perhaps arm or hand, starting to release just by holding this stretch for a little bit of time. Take a breath in for about a count of 4. And a breath out for about a count of 4. Using a regulated, coherent inhale and exhale. Feeling the stretch, feeling the breath. Listen to your body. This is a soft, gentle, caring stretch. Take one more breath in and out for about a count of 4. And then very slowly bring your head back up so it's centered, and bring your hand very slowly into your lap, somewhere on your legs, wherever's comfortable. And then we'll take the left hand and again stretch it out so that you really feel the stretch first through the fingers, so you get an idea inside your body what is happening next. Feeling the stretch, connecting the thoughts into the body instead of the outside world planning to-do list mind. So feeling, engaging the stretch through the fingers, up the arm to the shoulders, just feeling that stretch, and then slowly, gently, very slowly and carefully tilt our head to the right, and then you'll at some point start to feel the stretch along the neck. It's gentle but you'll feel it. You'll feel from the jawbone all the way down to the tips of the fingers. A stretching out of the muscles, the fascia. There's engagement here, but also stillness in the body as we bring all of our focus to this left side, this left quadrant of the body. We hold so much tension in the neck and the shoulders. We can invite a softening through stretch. You might notice that there is a softening and an opening just by holding this position. And then we'll take a few breaths. Inhaling for about a count of 4. Exhaling also for a count of 4. Using this coherent rhythm of the breath. Inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 4. Stay within the body. Inhaling for 4. Bring all of our focus to this left part of the body that's releasing tension through releasing tension through stretching. Releasing stress. We'll take one more breath in and out. And very slowly bring our neck up to center, and then very slowly releasing our hand back into our lap or on our legs, and having our eyes closed. We'll come and explore the body a little bit here together. And we're going to do so very slowly. The slower our pace, the more we're informing the body to stay calm and in that rest and digest parasympathetic state. And this will inform the brain to slow down and enjoy the moment. Just be here now. That exterior world of planning and doing will be there when we're done. But right now, this is time for us. So we'll come into our legs, feeling through our feet and ankles, shins and calves and knees, through the thighs. Starting to explore the sensations throughout our lower part of the body. And maybe we can use the breath to help that. We could breathe in and it might help us to ride the breath into our legs. And then releasing the breath, we can start to release, again, any of this stress and tension buildup in our legs. I notice for myself that my left knee, when I'm in this frantic planning mode of the holiday season, my left knee tends to be more painful. It's holding on to this overthinking, overdoing. And we could start to explore where our bodies maybe build in these tight pockets and create more tension because of overplanning and overdoing in the mind and in our daily life. Explore through your legs, feel the difference between the left and the right. And invite a releasing, bringing all of our focus to maybe this joint or this part of the lower body that also sometimes feels wonky when we're stressed. Recognizing that this bigger part of our lower body, this from our feet up to our hips, our thighs, our knees, our lower legs, every part of our lower leg is very stabilizing and holding us here on the earth. There's a lot of stability and grounding that come from our lower extremities, holding us here, stabilizing us. We could move into our pelvis and our belly and feel within the belly. Feel not only our digestive system, our organs, but also this kind of energetic space that's within the belly. As we breathe in and out, we can feel almost like a balloon-like quality. When we inhale, we can feel this sense of space within the belly. So it's not a physiologic kind of an experience of our lower belly. It's more of a spacious sense of our lower belly. Breathing in, feeling this sense of space. From the pelvis to the belly button. And then exhaling, releasing this balloon-like feeling in the lower belly as we exhale. Releasing all of the air. We could fill back up again, feeling this sense of space below the belly button in the body. And then we could travel up with our mind and come into the chest area. And again, we have all of the different organs and bones and systems within us, but there is also this ability we can experience this sense of space within the body. This deeply within us, in this middle of our chest, as we breathe in and out, we can experience a different kind of sensation of ourselves, this sense of openness, expandedness within our heart center. Breathe in again, filling up our chest area on the inhale, and then releasing on the exhale. Notice this space is kind of like a softness. This space again it's still. It's a stillness within us. It's a calmness within us. It's peace. And it's always here for us when we just tune in. We could come up to our head, behind the eyes, in between the ears, imagining this sense of space that coexists with the brain. We could breathe in and imagine we're breathing in directly into the space of our head, right in the middle of our head. And then exhaling, releasing, washing out any tightness, any overwhelm, right in the middle of the head on the exhale. Breathing in one more breath into this sense of space behind the eyes, right in the middle of our head. And releasing, 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 letting go. And as we sit here, we could feel the sense of space that's around our whole body, this envelope of our skin. Feel this sense of space maybe from our bodies out 3 to 5 feet. Everything that's around us right here, right now. And maybe we experience this space with the temperature against our skin. Maybe if we feel sunlight or lightness or darkness if we're in the dark. And colors. Noticing what we can experience about the space that's around us right now. This can be very calming when we bring our focus to this. So we are more than our planning to-do list, holiday mindset. There is a great calming power within us that is yearning to be engaged and focused on when we are going through very busy times of the year in our lives. So when it's hectic out there in our world, it's more important than ever to be calm, responsive, and ready deeply within. I'm wishing you wonderful days as you go through this end of the year time. And I want to thank you so much for the privilege of your time for meditation practice today. Thank you.